Okay, so while we're waiting for everybody to come in, I'm going to shuffle some cards and pull some cards. Pre-pull some cards that Spirit wanted me to pull. We got the angels in the house tonight, and some of the galactics are in the house with us tonight. There are some messages that they wanted to come through. There's a lot of distortions going on. Hi, Zeus. Zeus is in the house. Well, we got gods in the house. Well, I like it. Who else is in the house? Latuna. Hi there. How are you tonight? So, tonight, Galactics and Spirit wanted to come through because there's lots of distortions going on. They take me out of town during the day because it's so heavy in Vegas here. There's so many distractions and distortions when I come in. And it's heavy, very, very heavy. And good, I'm glad. So when we came in tonight, I was very blessed to be able to, they put me here at the Strat for a few days. And there's lessons here. And they want me to teach a few because it's one of the bigger ones that I've stayed at that I don't much care for. There's too much confusion. One of the biggest things is the other night that I noticed that stuck out but didn't stick out until tonight again was I get on a select elevator and there's only one floor that doesn't work and it's number 20. And when somebody pressed it the other day, they couldn't use it. It's like hard. So they actually had to get off the elevator and use another one. Well, tonight I got on the elevator and to get off on my floor. And again, we tried to press 20. Again, it's hard as a rock and it won't. It's the only floor on the whole, only button on the whole elevator that can't be pressed. And the people were very confused and they're like, they're sitting there trying to scan their card and press it and press it and press it. And very confused. So lots of confusion and stuff going on here. The shade is upside down. It's like a 3-ring circus, which you can't see, but it's 3 rings here, and the shade is upside down. So it feels like something shady. And then if you look across the room, see the box picture? You know what it reminds me of? Does anybody ever play that game where you have to move the boxes out of the way to get the key out or to get something out, right? It's like they put you in boxes that are very confusing here. They try to hide things. Also, I've noted them lower in vibrations. When people are winning, they bring over people to stand next to them that are low vibrational. And the machines stop hitting. That's interesting. Wondered how they learned that. Vibration's a thing. Frequency is a thing. So if people are fucking winning, I got a dirty look from a thing the other night. That was funny because I was sitting there dancing and changing the energy. And a guy gave me a go to hell look to get out of there. And I thought that was funny. And then I went over to these machines and stuff. And there was a woman standing there. Why so serious? But she moved away. So I just stood there. But I noticed when stuff started hitting, she came back with her why so serious. So I noticed that there are things that are shady going on in places like these. And I just wonder if other people are noticing stuff like this. It's not just this place. I see beauty in different places, but this is really confusing. It wasn't just that. When I walked through the door, somebody stopped me. They wanted to give me free tickets, right? And I told them that I had a local license. Oh, that doesn't matter. And they scanned it, and I'm like, are you sure it doesn't matter? And they're like, oh, no, it doesn't matter. Kept me there for 30 damn minutes. To be at the end when they're like, scanned it again, now it matters. Do you have a passport? I'm like, no. And you scanned that before. You knew that I was a local, or I'm not a local anymore, but you knew that I had a local license. I told you that. You scanned it. You saw it. You still kept me here for 30 minutes, wasting my energy. I don't care about time. Time doesn't fucking exist. They wasted my energy. And I was like, that's interesting, because they knew all along it wouldn't work. So anyhow, be careful with things like that, because they're meant to confuse, to lower your vibration, to suck your energy in. Does this make sense to anybody? This is how confusion happens. This is how they change your perception. They lower you. They anchor you in. They hook you in. Yes? Does this make sense? So this causes dis-ease in the body, which is playing right now. Your name could be Rob or Thomas, okay? So confusion is a thing. Energy waste is a thing. And this place is very aware of that. All of this place is. Because as soon as I leave the city, I can fucking breathe. Or if I go to the park and I isolate with my animals, I can breathe, okay? I want to teach this stuff because it matters to y'all. It should very well matter. So another thing that we saw, plain sight, thank you, Spirit. There was this big old $100 bill, right? And in the middle of it, there were angel numbers that said 6666, which means change your focus from the materialistic money, that money's not real. Energy's real. Okay, where's my pictures at? Okay, so let me show you something here. Right in the middle, 6666. Okay, money. And 666 means to change your focus. And it's sitting right there in front of your faces, okay? Griffin came through again and we got 10, 10, 10. It says Griffin at the top. Yeah, I would see Griffin all the time. I get X's everywhere. So I went to Circus. There's a big X there. And Spirit's like, look up. Where's that other one at? That was funny. They're like, look up, it's a big red X above your head. I had X's above my hotel the first morning, several of them. That was comical. There were X's on this thing with the woman in red. Y'all could like wearing red and playing with geese. Check that out. That's funny. Or riding bikes. I haven't done that in a while. Who out there rides bikes? What else do we got on here, Spirit? Oh. Your ascension is coming closer. Change is coming closer, they said. And this to me looked like, come here, you. Looked like this guy's little ride. Who's watching The Mandalorian out there? It could be a baby buggy. You could be, but I saw his little pod on The Mandalorian. I thought that was funny. So change is coming. And I've been seeing these pink lights everywhere I go. Something about that. What else? The angels have been everywhere. 108's been everywhere before I got here, and then I get here, and then 108's everywhere. You could met somebody on 18. Your birthday could be on 18. 1881. Yeah. I was led to watch Excalibur last night. That was made in 1981. Funny enough, a quote in it from Merlin caught my attention. Y'all want to hear it? Looking at the cake. So a woman came up to Merlin and Arthur Pendragon and gave Arthur a cake. It was Guinevere. And she was flirting with him. And she gave him a cake. And Merlin's like, looking at the cake is like looking at the future. Until you taste it, you won't know. But then, of course, it's too late. So if someone comes in offering you cake when you already have the blessings that you prayed for, be sure it's worth taking a bite, because you can't eat your cake and have it too. And the guy, without even looking at the cake, he was looking at the woman. He was just taking a bite. And then Merlin rolled his eyes. He's like, it's too freaking late. So at 12:12, a positive sign of new beginnings and balance. And I heard motorcycles and lots of chatter. That was funny. The point is some people think that what they want comes in, you know, something from the past that they've always wanted. And then they take a nibble and realize it's what they used to want, but then they think they're stuck and it's too late. And that's when disease sets in, because they think it's, you know, oh, now I screwed up and it's too late. But here's the thing. You got to forgive yourself at the level of thinking that you were at. And that's what people don't seem to understand. There are people that are in wonderful relationships. I've met you. There are some of you that are rising together. But you have to understand there are some of you that are in the wrong relationships. And you know who you are. You know the confusion, the fighting, the crying, the wasting of time and energy, the longing to be somewhere else, Ferris Bueller, the blue skies and stuff, the longing, the passion is somewhere else. Understand that there's nothing wrong with that. The problem is you fighting that truth serum, your spirit, what your spirit wants, okay? They want me to pull some charms. I keep looking at them. They want me to get you some angel cards. I keep talking. Oi, Otto. Do y'all have any questions? I've seen so much today. I played with chipmunks and doves and fed them. And these are the names that come through. They did want me to say this. It's very important. She's been potting it. Grr. All right, we got names. Here we go. They've been coming through heavy for the last several days. All right, here we go. Jack, G-Ma, Nana, Ashley, Thomas, Tommy, Smith, Jimmy, Jets, Red Rock, Elliot, Spies, Daisy, Hope, Paige, D, W, Frank, Scott, Jeremy, Leslie, Raziel, John, Romeo and Juliet, Jimmy, Claire, Chloe, Martin, King, Daly. Yes. All right, numbers 718, 144, 111, 1111, 123, 321, 144, and 441. We see mirrors of everything because we are a mirror. We see duality. So if we see one, we see the other. 222, 333, 444, 555, 666, 777, 888, 999. We've seen them all. 1010. Daily Deal came through today at 133. That was interesting. Ghost in 86 came through. Leprechaun's been coming through daily. Valak showed up today. Reminded me of a dragon. Gold Puppy Power showed up today. That was weird. Bunnies, hares, and wolves. And there is a difference between bunnies and hares, because bunnies live in communities. Hares are more mates. There's a difference. And your letters could be, or people that you're dealing with, J, D, W, S, A, T. Yes. What? All I really want is playing. So your name could be Alanis or Morissette. Ah, Survivor's coming on. They changed it right in the middle of the song. That's interesting. Savior and 1001 keeps coming through. She was led to watch Shadow Hunters. We are teaching her about the runes. She is going to be teaching more about that and activating those healing runes and noting what they are. She saw a flower of life today with a broken dagger in the middle of it that really upset her. They are changing. They had a flower of life, and it had broken dagger written in it. So another distortion. There's distortions everywhere. I'm above it. I see it. My job is to teach you to turn around, change your frequency, listen to different music. Music matters. Woodstock changed because they brought in the wrong frequency that angered people. It made people act out. If they hadn't changed that frequency and kept the best music, people, you should know the difference, okay? Okay. All right, we got dragonflies. Who's out there connected to dragonfly energy? Transformation is going on. Hi, can I get a shout out? Fuck yes. Hello, Anderson. Thank you so much. So dragonfly energy, okay? Crop planes. I get planes. There have been planes. There's been jets in the sky today. There have been helicopters. A lot. But this is travel. We keep seeing 727, 737, 747, 757. Either some of you are out there are pilots, and I know some pilots. I know that y'all are watching, but some of y'all are travelers as well. Oh, we got mermaid energy in the house, Mintaka. If y'all want to know about your star connections, let us know. Who's a mermaid out there? Who's been, oh, you're right, I did see a mermaid. Oh, they're right, they're like, look at your, we saw Ariel tonight. No way is that Ariel hanging out on a fence post on a corner of a street light. And you cannot make that shit up. I was turning into 7-Eleven at 7:21. And I saw Ariel. Who's out there as a mermaid? I thought that was fucking hilarious. And across the street was, what was it? Because I was like, that's funny. Tommy, Desert, and where's the other one? There was something else there. Paul, because that comes through all the time. That's funny. Yeah, and at 222. That was funny. And then we fed chipmunks today. Isn't he cute? And check it out. He was chilling. Chipmunks know how to chill, dude. Isn't he adorable? Fucking, I love my animals. I just get a kick. Speaking of chipmunks and squirrels, look what we pulled. He's on a branch. Who's out there got squirrels that they feed? That's funny. Cannot make that up. All right, and we had sparrows today too. Who's got birds? Who's an air sign? So take flight, spread your wings, make sure you're getting a bird's eye view of things. Stay out of these low vibrations. If you need help to learn how to do that, please reach out to us. That's what we do. We change frequency. Hello, Kitty. We've been seeing Hello Kitty everywhere. Who's a little empress out there? Yes. Got an enlightenment, are ya? Cool. Oh, we got running horses. We like our running horses. Who's getting their freedom? Who's an earth sign? Could be an earth sign too. Or maybe you have a horse tattoo. Maybe you like horses. I talked to a few people who wanted to go horseback riding today. I want to go horseback riding. Hook a girl up. We got reindeer. Hello, dear. I've been seeing freaking signs of Christmas everywhere. Santa, reindeer, everywhere. We don't play reindeer games, but we like reindeer. Anyhow, yeah. Okay. What are y'all doing tonight? Who's in the house? Talk to a girl. Y'all got questions? As you groove, wiggle it just a little bit. And you know what? Sometimes you just need to freaking move. What you gotta say, boss? Sometimes you just got to move. I've been feeling nauseous, so I had to get up and move because I've been transmuting a lot. All of you new energies that are connecting to us, we help transmute some of the heaviness that y'all are feeling. So that is what we have been doing, grounding and helping y'all change and transmute things. So, oi, got a redhead on here. Letting go with white wings. I let go of what no longer serves me to make space for new beginnings. You need to let go to make room for new things in your life, or you must let go to give someone else the space they need to grow. Let go because holding on is too painful. You're fighting truth serum. The angels remind you letting go is not always easy, but it's fucking worth it. I'm telling you, dude. When I let go of those hooks that people were keeping in me and the people that did not belong with me, and I'm not saying that shit, I know, I'm not saying it's easy. But it is necessary to let it go. Stick it to your right. Party hardy, they said. What are y'all doing to my... What? Okay. They're like, keep going. All right, one more, they said. Switch. Okay. 2, 3. Boom, 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 Coyote Ugly. Who's watching Coyote Ugly? Why are y'all messing with my stuff? We're getting frequency interruption. Must be a communication interruption going on because they're messing with my, messing with my signal. That's interesting. Signal. Here's the thing. Watch Serenity. Can't stop the signal, Mal. You gotta trust. This is why we have several channels. This is why our first reading that we did was off on everything we said. You couldn't follow anything. And this, yes, I know. I get it. So they want you to trust. Trust in the signal. I can't always put it out on one place. I need y'all to connect on different platforms. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, different places, because this has to go in different places because they do try to block the signal. Thank you. So trust. We have a white angel with blonde hair on here. You could be an earth angel. You could resonate with the seraphim. Regardless of the outcome, I am taken care of. Do you trust that? You gotta believe, Care Bears. The angels ask you not to worry about the resolution of the current situation. Instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, making something work, it is not yours to make it work. It shouldn't be difficult. A relationship shouldn't be hard. It should flow. It's a frequency thing, okay? So instead of trying to solve the problem with sheer force, trust you'll get exactly what you need. And that's any relationship. That is friends, work, family, any relationship. If it is hard, if it is confusing, if you don't understand something, take yourself outside. Take yourself inside. Step out. Close your eyes. Listen. Put some music in. Turn it down. Isolate. Whatever you need to do. Reach out to us. Okay? So you got letting go and trust. Not how can any more blessings come in if you're holding on so tightly to things that no longer serve? We had to get rid of our nursing ring. We had to get rid of everything that was not us. You literally have to let go. And when you don't let go of people that aren't meant for you, you prevent them from doing the work too. And you take on karma that's not yours. You aren't meant to save people. Heaven helps those that help themselves. Free will is a thing, and it's not your job to mess with it. It's not. Free will should be given to everybody. You accept people for their level of thinking. People should be allowed to be who they are at the level of thinking that they're at. That doesn't mean they should be allowed to be around you, but they should be allowed to figure stuff out on their own. And you should give them that chance. I hope this helps. They want some empowering messages. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oi, what kind of music does everybody listen to out there? You know, these kids here, I get so agitated when they say they can't listen to music outside. They're outside in a freaking parking lot. Outside! That's like saying you can't smoke outside. Please make that shit make sense. I just think it's time to infuse these places with music again. I mean, Footloose is a thing. Frequency matters. You know, it matters. I know. Yeah. Let's see, what else we got? I know, I hear it. They keep messing with my signal. I don't know. Some kind of trouble. They want me to reshuffle. That's better. Weird science. See, even I have frequency issues that I have to manipulate. I can't stop the signal. That's just how it goes. I had to learn that I had to branch out to many places because the universe is social media. It is what you make it. Earth is what you make it. You can make it hell on earth. You can make it heaven on earth. You can make media shit. You can make it scary. You can make your boxes scary. You can make your house scary. You can make your life scary. Be sure that you're singing, taking the part, writing the part that you want to come true, because what you say, what you speak, what you think, it matters. Care Bears? Is it real? It's my creation. It's my creation. So yeah, it's real. I'm telling you. Hi, Darwin. Welcome back. You're a Taurus, huh? I'm a Taurus moon. Anything else? One? All right. So we have... Good. I'm glad. Thank you for joining us again. Welcome to our channel. So, they want you to do acceptance. All is as it should be. Try to see situation through the eyes of your best self. You have the wisdom and the will to refrain from judgment, so send blessings instead. Be careful what you speak into existence against others, because you don't know who their protection is. So accept all is as it should be. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. And when you love, when it comes from a place of love, there is no wrong. Have y'all figured this out? And I speak for your higher selves. The reason why you're drawn to me as your little kid is drawn to me, your inner child, your higher self. I see that. I see the best in you. I see characters. I see who you are. I see you. That's why. That's why you resonate. That's why it feels good. That's why the music and stuff that you speak to me, I speak to you. I speak for your higher self. The disease sets in because you ignore, you fight, and you listen to distortions, you listen to others instead of the things that you know is true. I know a lot of you been blocked on social media. Been there, done that. Know a lot of you been stolen from. Been there, done that by multiple people. Family, secret societies, lots of fucking people that watch and prey on you. Guess what? It's because they know the power that you will wield when you wake the fuck up, when you choose you. So accept the things that they are and reach out if you want to know how to change, okay? They want you to nurture. And this is a pretty card too, by the way. This is like community hands coming together, by the way. There's 2 hands. Yes, there, yeah. There's a couple of people in here joining together. Okay? So nurture, grow a great life. Look after what is important to you. Nourish what you wish to grow in your life. Lovingly tend to your relationships and support your body, mind, and spirit, because you're a multidimensional being. You are a spiritual being having a human existence. Do you understand this? This is a vehicle. This is your altar. It's meant to help, but it is just a vehicle, and you will return to spirit. Okay? So don't take life so serious. Have a little bit of fun. Change your that's when things come in. When you change your vibration, when you relax, when you breathe, like we were today. There are people, do you know we were at the place, the Hoover Dam Lookout. We were there for 2 hours today. People couldn't stay longer than 5 minutes and they were gone. But there were a parking lot full. They like coming parking lot fulls, and then they'd scatter after 5 or 10 minutes. It's like people can't maintain peace. That's odd. I used to be there, so I understand that. Something about that. So anyhow, this was just going to be a short one because I've got to do one more live one to push past the block for TikTok. We saw Devil Infinity today. Yes, we did. 1881. 995 keeps coming through daily heavily. I don't know why yet. Was somebody born in 995? No. 231 comes through daily. 108, 801. 118, 811. Thank you. 223, 707. 77X22. 2992. Anything else?
Sorry, I didn't get that. The internet isn't reachable.
That's funny. That's about it, guys. Do y'all have any questions for me? Anything y'all want to ask? Any troubles that y'all are having before I get off here? I'm grateful. I love that y'all showed up to our channel. You know, I know it's different. If you would have told me a couple years ago this is where we would be. Yeah, I taught Catholic. I was Catholic. I was born, raised Catholic. Even got thrown into freaking Baptist, Southern freaking Baptist for a while. Then I taught Catholic for years. And it was the closest thing to my level of thinking. It was Roman Catholic. St. Francis of Assisi has always been my, because of the animals, I'm guessing. And it was the one that never pushed me to do things. So, but it's not who I was. It's not who I am. Religion is control, just like everything else. So I had to learn, and it took me a bit. Here's your reminder to look after yourself. Oh, we love and appreciate you. What is your name, dude? Kamaya? Lady, I love you. Thank you so much. I am very proud of you, and I appreciate you. And dude, thank you for my hair. I get compliments on it, and I try to teach people that you can have it too. You don't have to bleach it anymore. You can get the color at Sally's. It's for dark hair only, unfortunately. I happen to have very dark hair. Let me know if there was a girl tonight wanting to know how to do it. I was telling her how to do it. I've been doing it. Oh, let me know. Reach out to me on Facebook Messenger or something, all right? It's at Sally's. It's called For Dark Hair Only by L'Oreal. It's very simple. I use the 30 volume in magenta. But I've tried all their reds. I've done Red Hot, all of them. I liked them all. But I've had this since 2019. Funny enough, I've had one person say they didn't like it. You want to know who that was? He was an ex. He didn't like it. He said I had good assets, but that was about it. Silly human. Anyhow, thank you. Hey, you know what? It wasn't always here. I had to learn to love myself because people used to not. They didn't know how to treat me. I had to learn how to make myself love myself. I didn't understand that I didn't love myself. So yeah, I didn't understand that. I thought I did love myself, but apparently not as much as I thought I should have. Thank you. So are you. And you know what? No one left behind because we're all... Do you understand that I'm a mirror for you? What you see in me is because I reflect back what y'all are. It's an energy thing. Male, female, doesn't matter. You're all fucking amazing. You get this, right? I see what you can't sometimes. I see, like the little girl last night. I saw Amelia Earhart. I didn't see a little 5-6-year-old. I literally, oh no, I'm going to cry again. I literally saw Amelia Earhart. It was wonderful. Her energy, it's an energy thing. So, I see energy. I see characters. I see what you want to be, what your little kid wants to be. And that's what pulls people into me. That's what lights me up, is because I need you to see that in yourself. So you'll come and play. On our little scavenger hunts, we never know what we're going to get, what we're going to see. On occasion, we get a playmate, and they just can't hang for very long because they got to run away. I don't know what to tell them. It used to bother her. Now, she understands her protection because there are just people that won't be able to hold your vibration. And we need y'all to understand that as well, because this was very hard for her to understand. Some people, when they first meet you, they see the divinity in you. But they can't comprehend it completely sometimes. And then when they get away from you, they think over and over and over and over. And they get in their head about it, and then they got works to do. So, and when you start vibrating higher, they can't hold that with you. Some people aren't meant to rise as high. She also wears moldavite. Moldavite is not used to be taken lightly. It's not of this world. So, she tends to rise higher and faster than some, because she transmutes a lot, which is why her car is the way it is, which is why she is the way she is, which is why she's healing and why she's healed. We've been working on her jaw. It's been unhooked for the first time in her life. She doesn't get the lockjaw that she had. Somebody tried to bind it. They tried to deafen her and keep her blind. And she is seeing, hearing, and feeling more. She can hear more in music that she was deaf to, that she used to hear as a child, but people blocked her from that. There are other things we want her to say that she's been reluctant to say. Okay. Yes. I'm okay. Okay, so I realized blocks from a child. And maybe y'all can resonate with this. Some of the things that are done to us as kids, and this is at a level of thinking that our parents are at that they don't understand, okay? And some of it is from bad things outside of us. We'll just be honest, okay? Some of it is secret society, some of it is government, blah, blah, blah. We don't focus on that, because what matters is that it was a block that we need to note and that we need to remove. That's it. Okay? Because what you focus on, you get. So the why doesn't matter, but the how does matter. So when she was younger, her brother used to put her through hell on multiple levels. He bullied her. He bullied her mentally, physically, sexually, with other boys, with lots of things. He started with beetles and stuff. He would lock her out and turn on the light at night to where the beetles would... What she didn't understand is they always saw her light, the animals, the bugs, because she was always very innocent. Everything was always drawn to her light. So when she got scared, it was a protection thing. But she didn't understand that. And the people around her that like to pick on her used that against her. So beetles, bumblebees, honeybees, fish, snakes, she got scared of because she got stung all over by bees, top to bottom. Luckily, she wasn't allergic to them like the movie My Girl, the little boy that died because he got stung by bees trying to get the little girl's present. I guess, yeah. So there's that. For years, bees, no, I didn't do any bugs. Ants, spiders, nothing, because they scared me with all of them. So those are all blocks meant to scare people, meant to take them away from nature, okay? Then, when she was also younger, she was living in the country, and there was a bull that her dad wanted her to load in the trailer. And she had a vision of that bull kicking the gate and hitting her and hurting her. And she was crying and told her dad she didn't want to close it. And he's like, he's going to whip your ass, or you get up there and close it. And he would have. So she had no choice. Well, what happened? The bull kicked the fucking gate. Hit her here. Hit her here. She had to have butterfly stitches. Almost hit her eye out. It knocked her back. She didn't weigh less than 50 pounds because she was just little. Then she got blamed because she didn't do it fast enough. Because apparently if she would have done it faster, that would have never happened. Or did she see it, say it, and know it? So she got scared of bulls. She got scared of her cows that she used to ride. Put a halter on, led them up to a gate, and would get on them. They would just walk her around. Then also she had to bottle feed a calf. She fell in love with that calf. Came home from school. A few months later, calf just gone. Learned they butchered it. Guess who didn't want to feed animals anymore? Because if all they were going to do is make her feed them to kill them, and then she learned what they were doing to her cows, she didn't like that either. So, blocks, right? Little blocks, but still blocks. Dad used to throw her into the water. Thought he was teaching her something. And the fish were trying to comfort her by coming up to her and kissing her and stuff like you've seen in her videos on her feet and stuff that she does now. That scared her. She would sit in the water crying, but her dad wouldn't let her back in the boat. So scared her of the water. Okay? Then would take her fishing. But she would never catch fish. She could only catch turtles. Isn't that odd to go fishing all the time and only catch turtles? How do you get a turtle off a hook? Well, you can't. And you can't save it because they swallow the hook. So what does Dad do? Kills all the turtles that she has to catch. Block. Do y'all see how all this happens? So it matters, which is, it's very strange. And these are all epiphanies that she's had of why things that she didn't understand. Horses acted, her brother took off on one, his girlfriend took off on another, Dad's horse Sunny acted up, her horse acted up, took off, threw her through a barbed wire fence, got barbed wire in her side, and the horse fell on top of her. Dad had to pull the barbed wire out of her side. Horse got hurt. She got blamed because apparently she didn't stop it. She was 10. And then the horse got hurt too. So she was hurt, the horse was hurt. She was hurt because she thought she hurt the horse. Block. So different things, And then her dog got diabetes when she was younger. And Mom had to always give it shot twice a day. She didn't like that. She didn't like thinking having to hurt animals. He squealed every time. She couldn't do that. So different blocks for different things. She used to want to be a vet. She wanted to help animals when she was younger. She chose to go to helping people because she could not hurt animals to help them. And that's what people said you had to do. And you had to be in school forever, and she couldn't even stay in high school because she dropped out in 10th grade. Boxes. Just can't do it. I could not stay in school. All I did was be bullied, couldn't pay attention to anything, was never good enough. Does this sound like anybody? I mean, what are y'all talking about? That does what look like chewed gum or roast beef? I don't know what that means. Oh, let's see what else we got. Anyhow, cutting dogs' ears and tails to make them look good. Some people say because it's a medical thing. I'm sorry. That kind of stuff. So there's things that's got to change. And that's how some blocks can happen through childhood, that children just don't understand, and are not taught about and then they think that. So anyhow, I know y'all wanted me to say that. That was very difficult. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kamaya. If you're still on here, I appreciate you. Does any of that sound familiar to y'all guys? I don't even know how long I've been on here. What time is it? At 9:11. We got Father Figure playing by George Michael. Your name could be George or Michael. That's funny. At 911. Let's see. I am glitchy. Just joined. That's funny because my stuff's been glitchy. All right, guys. If there are no questions, I'm going to log off here. I think I have talked a lot. I have said a lot. I'm going to post this to my Facebook as soon as it's ready, and to Instagram, and to YouTube. Please follow me on all platforms because, like I said, I post pictures on Facebook of things that I see during the day, places that I go, places that I'm at. You are glitchy. I am glitchy too. They're screwing with the signal. They need you to ignore as much as you can of that. Everywhere has been glitchy. I've been getting emails, weird texts, weird phone calls that make no sense. Distortions. Ignore them. If it's confusing, ignore it. That is the point. They're trying to confuse and distort everything for everybody. So, I know, they need you to ignore it. They need you to get outside. They need you to look up. I had a couple of ravens today. I had squirrels. I know I'm transmuting so much for y'all right now. The yawning, the burping, all of that is releasing negative energy. It's transmuting things out for you. I've got to do one more live. Hopefully it's going to push the signal through. But follow me on the different platforms, okay, guys? Let me know if you need some help. Talk to me, okay? Love you guys. Y'all have a great night. Be safe. You're protected, okay?